Yellowstone's sequel series reportedly riding a rocky road thanks to demands of its stars. Taylor Sheridan's Yellowstone controversies may not be over yet, as, following the very public fallout of Kevin Costner's departure from the franchise, it seems that the two stars leading sequel series, Dutton Ranch, are kicking up the dust with their own demands for the upcoming show. While it was recently announced during Paramount's Q1 earnings call that Dutton Ranch will debut on Paramount Plus in November. Alongside the return of Landman Season 2, cameras are yet to start rolling, and a new speculative report has suggested that Kelly Riley and Cole Hauser's long-in-development Beth and Rip-centered spinoff has alleged the pair have become known as the gruesome twosome behind the scenes over their demands and attempts to ensure that they are the biggest stars on the show, but how true that is relies on the sources. The series, now known as Dutton Ranch, will follow the events of Yellowstone's finale, with Riley and Hauser reprising their respective roles as Beth and Rip on a new ranch. However, the main idea of the show was originally discussed back in 2023, and at the time it was reported that a big-name star such as Matthew McConaughey was being courted to lead it in the wake of the issues being faced with Costner. According to Radar Online, following McConaughey's role falling through, the reason no big names have been attached to the project, unlike the likes of The Madison with Michelle Pfeiffer on board, is reportedly because Riley and Hauser want to be the top names on the series and the highest earners. A source said, "It's causing a ruckus among the other cast and crew who think Kelly and Cole are getting greedy and big-headed. They're trying to call the shots before the series has even started shooting, and people think it stinks." Is the Yellowstone sequel going to be a weak link in Sheridan's chain? It is probably not surprising that, after being a huge part of the Yellowstone story for so long, Riley and Hauser would advocate for their character's story to continue. The source went on to note that the pair's opinions have always been part of the development of the show, but with no scripts currently ready, the whole thing remains in flux despite now having a November release window. They said, "Their opinions matter, and they're strong advocates that they should be the main stars. The plan is to start shooting before the end of July, and to continue the story of the Dutton family that the original series has told for 5 seasons. But until Sheridan has completed the scripts, everything could be in limbo, including the title. One thing for certain is that Dutton Ranch, if it ends up being released under that name, will have a lot of pitfalls to avoid as a direct follow-up to Yellowstone's divisive finale. If filming is not expected to begin until July, then it would also seem like an impossible turnaround time to get the series ready to air by November.